Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The end result, 21 yards. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. The Chargers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
This is brought in at the 21. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 21. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Rodgers now on first down. That is caught by Williams for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On is the Chargers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over first and 10. Rodgers now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, he rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They find some open field here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Try that again, Coach. Look how my legs kept turning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. They'll look to throw. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On first down, Rodgers. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Rodgers to throw once more. This one caught by Kittle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. A very solid gain of 27. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Palmer on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Terrace Marshall, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 79 yards. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 13. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Back to throw here. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And they've got to be sick over that opening kickoff. They get the ball, hoping to go down and score, and just like that, they cough it up. The other team scores.
So much for the best laid plans. The offense spent all their time in the locker room at halftime plotting, getting the ball back, taking it downfield, and putting 6 points on the board. I just wondered, do they have a 12-point drive in them now? What a way to start the half.
Change in the blink of an eye. And more things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown, and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. picking up on a fumble return, taking the other way for a touchdown, that's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for two now while their heads are down.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Here's Rodgers. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Past the 20. 5 and all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Looking to throw. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. And again, it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, right, the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. Touchdown, Broncos. Juju Smith-Schuster, 26 yards. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Oh, twisting away. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards. First down, Denver.
Now Rodgers. For Marshall, that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. George Kittle from 6 yards away. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They're trying to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Rodgers to throw. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. Back to throw, Rodgers. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Now Rodgers. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Three yards remain for second down. To throw is Rodgers. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete